Okay, so I'm going to give this a go because for whatever reason, my computer did not like this when I videotaped this the first time. So you see the column charts, I've already made up a video for that, and that one published okay, but I'm here back doing pie charts. So pie charts, you know what they are. They usually add up to 100% because otherwise you don't get a whole pie. So we're just going to follow the steps on slide 2. We want to make it a 3D chart. So we're going to go to Insert. We're going to go to Illustrations group. We're going to go to Chart. And they offer you a whole bunch of variety here, but for this one, we're going to do a pie chart, and we want to do a 3D. So I'm going to hover over, that's a pie, that's a 3D pie, that's the one that we want to do. For your own, because that's number 3, you get to pick your own, whatever it is, you get to do whatever you want to do. For this one, we're going to say goals, and we're going to say Haley, we're going to say Gordon, we're going to say Brian, and we're going to say Kim, and 6, 4, 2, 10. Okay, so those are our goals that we've got. And that's just fine. So I'm just going to close that guy out. So type whatever data you want. That's fine. Chart should be style 7. So we've highlighted this. We're going to go into chart styles here, which is in our chart design. And if we hover over it, it should pop up like that's 5, 6. That guy's there. So we select that one for chart number 7. Show your data, chart data labels on the outside end. So we're going to go into chart design. We still are. Chart layout groups, which is here. We're going to add a chart element, and it is going to be data labels, and we want an outside end piece, that one there. So that tells us, just helps people figure out how many of them are there in each one. So we want to insert a picture into one of the pie pieces. So I'm just going to grab one of the pie pieces here. And I've already saved an image. I tried to do this off Google last time, and I'm thinking that might have been why I screwed up or it wouldn't upload. It might not have been. I'm just hypothesizing. So I just saved a picture on here anyway. So click on this. We're in the chart format. We need to be in the chart format group. So I'm going to slide over here a little bit. This should be open on yours if you're full screen. Mine's just half screen, so I just had to slide over using my arrow. So this is my format tab, and I want to go into shape styles group, which is right here. And I want to go to shape fill. And I want to go down to picture, and I'm going to go to a file. Hopefully it just opens up right. No, it never does. Never does what you want it to. Hockey player right there, I think is where I saved it. Perfect. Okay, so as you can see, the hockey player image just went into that pie, that piece of the pie. It just makes it a little bit more visually interesting rather than colors. Okay, so that is that. And then we want to show our chart legend on the right. So we're going to go back to our chart design tab, and we're going to go to our chart layout group. And I lost where I was. And I'm going to add a chart element, and we're going to add a legend, and it is going to be on the right. So it just moved it from down there to over here. You can see there. And then we want to resize the entire thing. So we're going to select the entire chart. So sometimes if you're in here, you can see these little dots. That means you've just selected the pie. We actually want the whole chart, which is out here. And then we want to go up to chart format tab, which is right there. And these are in centimeters. These little are inches, but kind of an interesting feature that most Word stuff will do. If you go 5 and actually put the little in, it actually calculates what 5 inches is for you. So you can go 7 inches right there, and then it's resized it to, oops, daisy. I'm just going to do that last one. And then it resizes it to what it wants you to be. Okay. And then don't change it, do a spell check, yada, yada, yada. So that is my chart. So on slide 3, then we're all ready for you to do whichever one you want. And hopefully this one will upload. Oh, I wanted to also point out these little guys on the side. I showed you guys how to do it all through like chart design and everything else. These guys here are kind of a cheater way to get into things. So if you go into chart filters, you can filter. So if I click like Gordon, I'm like, oh no, Gordon got kicked off the team. I'm going to cut him out. It redoes the pie without Gordon in it. So you can have a look. If Gordon wasn't on the team, what would the percentages of goals look like? So just reapply and it goes back there. You can also eliminate names if you'd like. If you click on it, this guy here, if you wanted to change the style a little bit, easier. That's just kind of a quick, you can also choose different palettes of colors if you would like. So that is there. And then the top one is the chart elements. You can play around with the data labels and everything else. So we went into all of these things up here, but they also have your ability to do it on the side. And that works for your graphs as well. Okay, hope that helps. And I hope this uploads.